She wants to show up at work without people hating her. She wants the league to be successful. The more successful it is, the better it is for her and everyone in the league. Did you hear about the firestorm Caitlin Clark just walked into? Time magazine named her Athlete of the Year, and suddenly everyone has an opinion. Some say she doesn't deserve it. Others are calling foul play. But hold on, this story is about to take a wild turn. Just when it looked like Clark was drowning in criticism, an unlikely hero stepped up. Dave Portnoy, yes, that Dave Portnoy, just dropped a video that's got everyone talking. He's not just defending Clark, he's breaking down her game in a way that'll make your jaw drop. I will say this loud and clear. Caitlin Clark's popularity has absolutely nothing to do with the color of her skin. Anybody who has actually watched women's basketball or basketball in general knows she plays completely differently than any woman before her. You won't believe what he compares her to. It's going to change how you see women's basketball forever. Clark just snagged Time's Athlete of the Year award, and you'd think everyone would be cheering. But nope. The critics are out in full force, saying she doesn't deserve it, that there were better choices. Then some start bringing race into it. Things are getting messy fast. Washington Mystics co-owner Sheila Johnson stirred up controversy by suggesting that Clark's win was due to her race. Can you imagine? I want to be very diplomatic about this. It's just the structure of the way media plays out race. I'm going to be very honest. I feel bad because I've seen so many players of color who are equally talented and never got the recognition they deserved. I think it's time for that to happen. After Time named Caitlin Clark Athlete of the Year, Sheila Johnson asked why the entire WNBA wasn't on the cover instead. Out of nowhere, Portnoy jumps into the fray with a video that's lighting up social media. He's not just defending Clark, he's going all out. Portnoy called her one a no-brainer, saying, "Nobody's uplifted a sport, done more, or been in the news as much as her." He boldly claimed that Clark has done more for the WNBA than anyone else. A strong statement, but he's absolutely right. Clark has driven viewership numbers through the roof, taking the WNBA to new heights. Just look at the stats. They tell the whole story. Clark is a game changer, earning Time's Athlete of the Year for her influence on the sport. While Aya Wilson won MVP, Clark's impact goes beyond skill. It's about influence. She's brought massive attention to the game, much like Michael Jordan did for the NBA or Serena Williams for tennis. Portnoy doesn't stop there. He says Clark's unique style of play is rewriting the game. She's like a mixture of Magic Johnson and Steph Curry, with a motor and tempo barely matched in the men's game. Clark's effortless three-pointers and blazing speed have left fans in awe. WNBA attendance is climbing, and TV ratings are soaring. All thanks to Clark. That's why she's so captivating. That's why records are breaking. Without Clark, women's basketball wouldn't have this momentum. But the backlash against Clark is just getting started. Social media is exploding with hot takes, and Clark hasn't said a word yet. The controversy takes another turn as critics claim Clark's popularity is all about her skin color. Can you believe it? They say her success isn't about her incredible skills, but because she's white. Portnoy isn't having any of it. He calls out what he sees as jealous players and race baiters, arguing that people are trying to create a racial narrative around Clark's success. He reminds everyone that past white players didn't get this kind of attention, making you wonder, if it was just about race, wouldn't they have blown up too? The numbers tell a different story. Clark's impact transcends race. WNBA attendance is up, TV ratings are at an all-time high, and people are tuning in to see Clark. Then Clark breaks her silence in an interview with Time magazine, shaking up everything. She stands her ground. "Everything I have gotten, I've earned myself." But she also acknowledges that white privilege exists. The internet explodes, with fans split, some feeling betrayed, others praising her honesty. Portnoy jumps back in, calling critics of Clark's statement fake fans. Despite the drama, Clark's performance remains stellar. Most would crack under the pressure, but she's using it as fuel. Athletes and sports figures are rallying around Clark, saying her achievements are based on merit, not race. It's like a real-life sports movie, with the underdog gaining support. Through it all, Clark stays focused on one thing: making women's basketball better. Her story is more than basketball. It's a mirror reflecting bigger societal issues like race, privilege, and talent. The WNBA will never be the same after Caitlin Clark. Experts believe her rise could lead to more interest and investment in women's basketball. We might be witnessing the start of something huge. What do you think? Are you ready for this new era of women's basketball? Thanks for watching and subscribe my channel.